Hey guys, we're gonna do a video on the talent system, and you go there with the skills, and here on the tab with talents. I think it's available from level 50 if my memory serves me well. And in this talent system, this is what you see as a knight, and I want to go one by one with the things and explain what the different things do and what's a good idea according to me and what's not. First of all, the central one is the Holy Seal. The Holy Seal does a stun, which works only on enemy players. It's a fantastic thing when you're doing PvP or player versus player. And the higher the level you have compared to your enemy, the higher chance that it works, both that it works and both the duration of it. And so just to show you, I have very high level for my level, because I stayed at level 59 for a long time and I kept on resetting by my experience by upgrading the talents. So I have level 15 talents with a 13 Holy Seal. So normally if I go to Duel and I pick somebody below level 60, let's pick somebody, I don't know, Kaban. Let's try him. Maybe it'll work, maybe not, but usually it works. So I do a slasher, and then I do the Holy Seal, so that's where it comes. And normally now he's trying to do Fireball, but it should stun him, and it did, and then it cancels his Fireball. But the reason it only held him for only one turn is because he also has a certain level of Holy Seal, but definitely lower than mine, which is why I was successful to stun him in the first place. And that is actually huge, to stun somebody for 1 or 2 turns, or even maybe 3 turns. You literally can beat them, even if they could be much stronger. So that's a kind of a bypass. You can beat somebody like in a normal way, or you can beat somebody through this bypass through the talents. This is not going entirely too well for me right now because, well, he is healing. But anyways, now he will shoot the Rain of Fire, and I will get 50% extra damage from my ultimate slasher and bring him down. But if I couldn't stun him, that first Fireball would have taken out the troops and would have probably risked my victory here. So that's what Holy Seal does, and that is really important. And also it is a kind of a limitation, because you really want the Holy Seal, but you also want all other things. But of course you cannot have everything, so you have to make a balance. So what I gone for is I've taken a point here in Iron Wall. It reduces the damage by 5%, which I think is pretty huge. And level 2 though, it reduces by 6%, so an additional percentage point. And that additional point I think is not so huge anymore, so I think 1 point in there is good enough. Then I have a 1 point here in meditation, which was actually a mistake. I misread it, and I read that you have a chance of restoring 5% of your health, and somehow I missed reading the first word, intercept. And so I thought intercept was the talent. Anyways, I made a mistake because I don't use intercept, and intercept is actually this skill right here, which is a really cool PvP skill. So maybe it still comes into play, but I don't use it right now. So that was a mistake. So if you're not using intercept, this is totally not needed. Then you got Water Seal, shortens enhanced Delphic Destroyer cooldown by 5 seconds. Again, nice maybe on longer battles, but how often do you have those longer battles? So for me it's a no-no. Tyranny, slasher has a chance to increase your skill damage by 3% in last 2 rounds. First of all, it has a chance. You cannot rely on it. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. And then when it does happen, 3%, give me a break. 3% is nothing. So I'm definitely not gonna go for that. If it was 3% forever, like always, permanent, yeah. But if it's 3% with a chance and it lasts for two rounds, forget about it. Maybe you toss a shield, that's cancelled. Shadow Thrasher has a chance to decrease damage received by 5%. This is actually very good. If you're going the defense path, so which is the lower path for the knight, it makes a really strong knight. The problem is, I love the bottom path, I love the defense knight build, but I love much more the earnings from world boss, which is why I respect in the middle somewhere with level 40 or something, I can't remember, and I went all the way into offense started earning a lot more from world boss events. So again, this where is it? Deliverance here is great if you're going the defense knight build, because you get decreased damage. So, and you will be using Shadow Thrasher a lot because it's only 35 rage. So the chance of it happening is much more. So I do recommend this only for defense build knights. Then you got the second wind, which is increase ultimate or slasher rage consumption by a point, but increase the damage by 3%, and this is a permanent one, so it's actually good. If I could right now, I would switch this 1 point and put it into here. 3% is not huge, but it does add up. Persistence has a chance to reflect 10% damage with a successful block. Now first of all, the block happens already rare because it was nerfed. Before they nerfed it, then maybe this was better idea, but now it happens much less often. And then when it does happen, what this does is it says 10% lower damage, and actually 10%, so if somebody hits you for 1,000, he gets 100 back. Well, 100 from 1,000, big deal. Or if somebody smashes you for 10,000, he gets 1,000 back, big deal. I don't think that's so, transformational. And then you got puncture, which shortens the whirlwind cooldown, which is nice in itself, and it causes a bleeding effect. But let's be honest, how often do we use the whirlwind? It's mostly for arena duels. You can easily live without that. And that is why what I recommend here from all of these things is actually the Iron Wall, and then everything else in Holy Seal, at least for now. I will do a follow-up guide on talents as things develop, but at this point, this is what I recommend. Holy Seal is awesome. The higher you level it is, the more damage it does, the higher chance of stunning, and also the length of stunning. So Iron Wall, definitely great because it's a permanent 5% damage reduction, and Holy Seal, that's my recommendation. Thanks for watching. Please click like, subscribe, check out the videos, share, put it in the forums, whatever, put comments, advice, recommendations, suggestions. There you have it. Thanks for watching.